Welcome all of you. We are solving problems on instantaneous center method for finding out velocities, and we have already solved few problems. Let's take problem number 7 today. One more problem. We'll call it as problem number 7. The mechanism is already given here. This is a mechanism, 4-bar mechanism. There is one more link here to form one more 4-bar mechanism here. And then the links are numbered like this. Then the dimensions are all there so that you can draw the linkage diagram. And in this linkage diagram, angular velocity of link number 2 is given as 100 rpm. rpm always means revolutions per minute, and rps means radians per second. So rpm is given here, revolutions per minute, which you have to convert into radians per second. That is given for omega 2. And then we are asked to find out angular velocity of link 3, angular velocity of link 4, angular velocity of link 5, linear velocity of point F, that is the slider velocity, and then the velocity of some point on link number 3, that is E. So these are the different things that are asked, and we are going to solve it by velocity instantaneous center method. So to begin with, we start with link number 2. So for link number 2 we write, in fact we need to know the centers first. So let me put the centers here. So as you know, this is going to be O12, this is going to be O23, 3 with 4, so this is O34, 3 with 5, so the same center is also called as 35, 4 with 5, so this is also called as O45. So all these three centers are at one place, that is point C. Then 4 with 1 here, that is O14. Then 1 with 6, it will be at infinity, O16 at infinity, either here or here. So these are the centers which we already know, and we also know 5 with 6, O56, which is this point. So we know these centers, and the remaining centers we will find out as and when they are required. So we start with link number 2. So the velocity of this point B, that is the velocity of point 23. So we write 23 is the point on link number 2. So we write velocity of 23 is equal to omega 2, distance from 1, 2 to 2, 3. This distance, there is r. Now since omega and r both are known, you can get the value here of velocity of 0.023, which will be like this. This will be velocity of O23. Now 23 is a point on link number 3 also. So we say for link 3, we will write the same point, velocity of the same point. But now we are writing as if on link number 3. So we say it is omega 3 and the distance from O13 this time. This was 1, 2, now it is 1, 3. To O23, that is the point itself. Now you will find here omega 3 is not known. O13 also is not known, but we can find out O13 so that this will be known. This is already known here, so that omega 3 you can find it out. So next job is to find out where is O13. So for that we will make a Kennedy circle here. And on that we will write the different points. Divide that into 6 parts, and then whatever points are known, 1, 2 is there, 2, 3 is there, 3, 4 is there, 1, 4 is there. Then there is 3, 5, 4, 5, 3 with 5, 4 with 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5 with 6, and 1 with 6. So these are the centers that are already known. And now we are trying to find out O13. So we join 1 and 3. And let's find out where is O13. So that O13 is 1, 2, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 1, 4. So let's try to find that out. So we join 1, 2 and 2, 3, that is this line. And then 1, 4 and 3, 4 is this line. So these two lines I'll just take this out. So one line is coming from here, other line is coming from here. So this is your point 013. So we obtained the point required, that is 013 is here. Now the distance from 013 to 023. So this distance we take, and then velocity is already known, so that we can now find out omega 3, which will come in radians per second. Now all of you please note that when you find out angular velocities, these velocities just by finding out magnitude is not enough. We are supposed to write down the direction also. So omega 3 has got this magnitude, but then its direction will be depending on the velocity of this point 23. We said that 23 is lying on link 3. So this 23 point is lying on link 3. This link 3 is rotating about this point, and one point is going like that. Therefore omega 3 will be like this, which is anti-clockwise. So you have to write here anti-clockwise. So please all of you note that this is a must. You have to write the direction of each of the angular velocities whose magnitudes you find out. And you have to also show it here in the figures. So we found out now omega 3. After finding out omega 3, any other point on link 3 you can find out its velocity. So we will now say velocity of 0.35 or maybe 34. That is equal to omega 3, which we know now, and the distance from 013 to the point itself. Now since omega 3 is known and this distance you can measure from here to here, 013 to 034 is here, so you can find out the value here in millimeters per second. That is going to be the velocity of 34, which you can show perpendicular to this line like this. The velocity of 023. So having found out 34, which is same as, this velocity is same as 35 or maybe 45. Because the point is same, so the same velocities are shown by this value which we have found out here. So having done this, link number 3, we are in fact asked to find out velocity of E. E is a point on link 3. So you can also say that velocity of E, which is on link number 3, is equal to omega 3 and the distance from 013 to point E. 013 to point E, this one, this distance. So when you join, this is the distance and this is the velocity of E, perpendicular to the distance. So you can find out how much it is. Now let's go to link number 4. So for link 4, consider now link number 4. And for link number 4, you can say that velocity of 34 is already known. Now this 34 is a point on link 3 also and on link 4 also. So we say that velocity of point 034 is equal to omega 4 and distance from 14 to 34. Distance from 14 to 34. This distance is r and this is velocity. So omega will be obviously this way. So you can find out omega 4 radians per second, and the direction is going to be clockwise, which you have to write here clockwise. Without fail you have to write this direction of angular velocity. So we found out omega 4. Earlier we have found out omega 3. So that was omega 4. Now let's go to link number 5. Now this is a point 35. Its velocity is same whether it is on 3 or whether it is on 5. So now let's go to link 5. So for link number 5 we write velocity of point 035. This 35 is equal to omega 5 distance from 15 to 35. Distance from 15 wherever it is to 35. Now 15 we don't know. We have to find that out. and from that point to 3 pi, that will be the r and omega, and then velocity. Velocity is already known, so you can find out omega phi once you find out 1 phi. So let us make an attempt to find out where is 1 phi. So join 1 phi. How do you get 1 phi? 1454 and 1656. 1656. So let's join those points. So 14 and 54. 14 is here. 54. This 4 phi is here. So this line. This is the line, first line. And then 1656. 16 at infinity and 56 is here. So this line. So they are intersecting at this place. So this becomes the 0.015. 0.015 is here. So we got the necessary 0.015, and now we can measure the distance 015 to 035. So this is the distance, and velocity of 3 pi is known, therefore omega phi will be shown like this. So we know omega phi, will find out now. Omega phi is equal to radians per second, this upon this, and it will be in the anti-clockwise direction like this. So I have found out omega phi like this. Now any other point on link phi you can find out. Phi 6 is a point which is same as f. So this f, velocity of f means velocity of phi 6. Phi 6 is a point on phi. So we say velocity of O phi 6 is equal to omega phi, distance from 1 phi to phi 6. Omega phi is here, distance from 1 phi to phi 6. This distance, if you measure, that is r, and this omega, that will give you v. So v is in this direction, velocity of f. So this you can find out, millimeters per second, which is equal to velocity of f that was asked. So this way you can find out, we have found out all the different velocities of all the various points like this. So you can understand how the problems are solved by the IC method. The procedure is not so difficult at all. The concept is, it says that the velocities of a point are same whether they are on any of the two links. Now in this case there is 6, which is a slider. So velocity of 0.26 can be also obtained by getting directly 2 to 6. So if you could find out where is 2,6, from that 2,6 you can get the answer. So I am just keep putting this only for you. I am not solving it, which you will solve. So find also by direct method velocity of 0.26, which is going to be f. So this part I want you to do yourself. For that, whatever ICs are required, that you can find out. So find out continue the problem further and find out velocity of f, that is this point, which is equal to velocity of 0.26. Now 26 is a point which is on link number 2 also and link number 6 also. So any point on link number 6, their velocity will be same. So 26, velocity of 26 will be same as velocity of 56, will be same as velocity of 6, will be same as any of the points taken on this link. So therefore if you find this, you will find f. Now for finding out 26, you should know where is 26. And for getting 26, you have to solve this further. You have to find out the centers, different centers, in order to locate 26 wherever it is. Once you do that, you will be able to get the answer. You can also realize that, since this is anyway going up, that means this angular velocity is like this, and the point on link number 2 you should have velocity up. That means this 26 you are going to get on this horizontal line towards the left of A. So on the left of A, suppose I draw a line like this, then on this line somewhere on this left side you will get the 0.26. So if you get the point on this 26, that means it is correct, because then by angular velocity like this, the 0.26 will have velocity like this, if this is 26. So you find out where is 26, but remember that it will come on this horizontal line towards the left of A, so that the velocity is upwards, which should match with this. Okay, so you solve this part, this much part you solve yourself and find out where is going to be this 0.26, whose velocity then you can write down by writing suitable equation. Okay, so this becomes our problem number 7, okay, which we will be solving as a practical problem sometime later on, 7 and 8 combined together. Okay, so note this problem very well.